The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Yr4 Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the left side.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Ramsey. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
On the move, it's Green. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say?
Oh, deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Williams looking for a man. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Oh, spins away. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Santos. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Now facing a third and long.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Williams will pass. Makes a connection. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp and really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Using the quick game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense has it first and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Missouri! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Ramsey. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game, and early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Bring in the heat. Crosses to 35. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he...
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tiger. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact... forced the turnover. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to pass. It's Ramsey. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy has so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it. It's Green. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Keeps looking downfield. Grab near the sticks. It's Madison. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Thomas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've been overwhelmed so far in this 1st half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw again. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes to the end zone. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. This is a designed run. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Ramsey. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Just a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Williams looking for a man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the 2nd half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the 1st half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Okay, break.
Williams will pass. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
He wants to throw it again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Wants to go up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early, saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go, Zach. Okay, ready? Cookie.
Williams looking for a man. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They feed him again. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Ramsey. It's complete to the right. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab past the marker. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throws toward the end zone. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Williams will pass. Grab near the marker. It's Santos. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Turning it on. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
6 remain.
He'll take it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They took it 71 yards down the field. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Give as they work on that clock. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Caught close to the marker. It's Kamara. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Back to the ground game on the left. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Second down coming up.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Ramsey. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's taking a deep shot. On target to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. Grabbed over the middle. It's Santos. Tripped up for the tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Williams looking for a man. With the catch, it's Washington. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw again. Dumps it to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pumps it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the ranks.